Hey, what's up? I got some more lore content for you guys. So patch 1.13 notes just dropped, and I'm going to take a look at what the changes are going into next patch. Before I get into the run through, if you're new, please consider hitting the subscribe button to stay up to date with my content. I make deck profiles, beginner friendly videos, gameplay highlights, and other lore related stuff. The road to 5k has begun, and I need all the help I can get, so it would be awesome if you joined. I also stream on Twitch often, so check me out over there if you want live gameplay as someone who's at Master Tier during all 5 ranked seasons and peaked rank 1 this season. With that, let's get into the patch notes. So this is the first time I'm actually seeing these changes. This will be my first impression and my best analysis of how it's going to affect the meta. So we start off here with a little spoiler. Latest in-game event, more details tomorrow. Okay, so that's the KDA stuff I'm assuming. And balance updates for Lee Sin and Make It Rain. So we already know what's getting hit before we even get into the notes. That's kind of funny. So new events. New labs, event pass. I gotta buy that, of course. Cosmetics, much more. Look for trailer and explainer article with more details tomorrow. Sick. Card updates. As we mentioned last patch, we're using 1.13 to implement a Lee Sin change we've been working on, and we'd like to get out the door immediately, along with a nerf to Make It Rain aimed at Bilgewater's general strength, while patch 1.14 in 2 weeks will be one of our larger mid-expansion balance updates. These changes will focus mostly on small improvements to several foundations, set champions, as well as... Okay, so... this current patch that I'm reading is going to be a bit smaller than the one in 2 weeks, so maybe this is not the meta shift we were expecting, but hopefully it still pushes it in the right direction so the game is playable for the next 2 weeks. So let's see what we got here. Lee Sin, cost from 4 to 5 and health from 4 to 5. So instead of a 4-3-4, he's going to be a 5-3-5. That's fine. Okay. Well, I changed Lee Sin patch, made him much more playable and brought Mt.Targon buff decks in the meta. The new kind of efficiency is for overbearing. Blah blah blah. We want to maintain his lead usability, but a fair price point that keeps him from dominating early round combat. So they're increasing his cost by 1 and only giving him 1 stat point to compensate. I think this is a fine nerf. Him coming online a bit later is nice. Him being like more mana so that when you play him, you have less options to protect him that turn if you want to play him greedily, I guess. So that's actually really good. Lee Sin's evolve form also going up based on the same changes. Make It Rain from cost 2 to 3. This is what I thought they were going to do. It was either make it 3 or make it deal damage to 2 units. So let's see what they have to say about it. Make It Rain has played an outsized part in Bilgewater's recent strength as a powerful tool for repeatedly punishing opposing unit development. Its many synergies with barrels, plunder, and champion quests and skills have combined with high access through cards like Zap and Misfortune to make the card overly available, efficient, and effective. This change should bring Make It Rain more in line with other damage spells' potential and weaken Bilgewater's overall toolbox. That said, Bilgewater's strengths are resilient with a wide array of effective options, and some Bilgewater decks may be able to replace Make It Rain or simply still use it while retaining most of the current strength. We'll continue to monitor the region's overall performance and make additional changes as needed. So, one of my biggest arguments for nerfing Make It Rain is that Bilgewater's deck identity shouldn't include like having Make It Rain in it all the time. Bilgewater decks are really strong. They already have direct damage via plunder, ways to get to plunder, like warning shots and stuff. They didn't need a removal tool on top of it, a premium one at that. 2 mana, 3 damage to like 3 different things, and sometimes it hits Nexus too. Like, it just was way too strong on turn 2. Honestly, it's still probably fine as 3. It's just going to come out a little bit late, I guess, if people have buffs or people have Ranger's Resolve. It will now counter it even better, and you'll always have the mana for it going into like turn 3, I guess, if you've already developed like Fleet Feather Tracker and stuff. You also, like, aggro now doesn't get punished as often, so if you're playing Pirate aggro versus let's say Swain TF, you can now develop Precious Pet and then like another 1 HP unit like Legion Saboteur on turn 2 without getting Make It Rain right away. So that's important to keep in mind. Oh, those are the only card changes. That's literally it. Okay. With the release of Monuments of Power, dragons have landed in a great spot, while Mending Touch debuted as one of the weakest archetypes we've seen to date. Blah blah blah. Okay. Adding some more stuff to expeditions. That's fine. That's fine. Wow, that was really small. Okay. When they said small, they meant really small. Like, I can scroll with like almost 2 wheels and get through the patch. Interesting. Okay. So, well, that's my take on it. Lee and Make It Rain are good nerfs. I would like to have seen Trundle on here. I guess Ledros is still going to be a popular deck, so I have to learn how to counter it in the next 2 weeks if I want to play ranked. At least Sin's a good hit. Here's to hoping Ledros, Atrocity, and Trundle get hit on the next patch. And we're going to see what the KDA stuff is tomorrow, so that's pretty exciting. And that's it for this one. Please like and subscribe if you thought this video was informative or entertaining. It really helps me out since I'm still trying to grow. I'll be releasing more deck profiles, guides, and gameplay highlights in the near future. Thank you so much for watching and have a good one. Laters.